Peace, family. Welcome to Black Star TV 2.0. It's your boy Black Star. Today we're gonna talk about this black on black crime propaganda, and I want to get into this whole illegal immigrant thing and them demanding $30 an hour. I'm gonna start off with the black on black crime propaganda, though. Okay, so it's disingenuous to use the word black on black crime when we don't use white on white crime, Spanish on Spanish crime, Indian on Indian crime, Chinese on Chinese crime. And when it boils down to it, and you look at the numbers, which we're going to delve into, matter of fact, let's delve into it right now. So I'm going to share my screen, go to my notifications, because I literally had posted this, and we're going to get into the numbers. And we're going to show how many black people are actually, because our brother Marcel Dixon actually retweeted a post I had did, right? So let's get into these numbers. I'm going to blow this up, make the table pretty big for y'all. So as you can see, this is the crime statistics from 2016, right? FBI government site. So let's get it. Violent crimes amongst black people is 153,341. Now, it's about 50 million to 60 million black people in this country. They try to undercount us. And what they're not saying, and I'm gonna actually give somebody some props of what they stated in contrast to what I put up here, right? So I had said, yo, all these black Americans, it says black or African American, which means that you have white people who are identifying. I mean, you have black people who are identified as black, even though they're black illegal immigrants. So they're not African American. You got illegal immigrants who commit crimes and they get labeled as black and they get put in the black category, right? So now that would mean the numbers is even higher when you like putting us all together. There's going to be more than 60 or 50 million of us, right? So, but what the one person said, they did say, you know, whites are getting totaled together. They're getting put together with Hispanics and stuff like that. This one right here don't have Hispanic on it, but I think the ones that I'm gonna get into, because I'm gonna show y'all all four charts. It's 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, right? I was gonna put 2015 on here, but they wouldn't let me. So again, 153,000 violent crimes. We got, on average, it's about 5,000 murders and manslaughters a year, right? Now, that is literally less than 1%. So when they say black on black crime and we have to do better as a people, that statement right there, we have to do better as a people, doesn't make sense because, okay, number one, when a white person shoots up a school or they shoot up the grocery store like they did at that Tops grocery store in New York, in upstate New York, right? Nobody says white people have to do better. Or when they did that school shooting in Texas, right? Nobody says white people has to do better, right? When it comes to their rape numbers, which is higher than anybody, right? You don't say white people have to do better. What you say, you don't say any of that. But somehow when black people commit crimes, all of a sudden it's we have to do better as a community. Like, no, the less than 1% of the people that's actually doing that shit has to do better. Don't try to lump us all in as a whole group when it start coming to crime. When you take that total number of 2 million, which is still less than, let's even go with their numbers, because they try to say that we about 42, but they're undercounting us. They're saying we're only 12 to 13% of the population, but we have babies at like a crazy rate. And we've been at 12% of the population and 13% of the population since 1970. We are now in, that's like 40, 50 years ago. We are now in 2022, and you're still telling me that we're the same amount of the population. That's an absolute lie. So, again, you even use the 40 million, like 2 million is still less than 1% of, of 40 million. Like, so that's the, no, it's not less than 1%. It's probably about 1%. But now when you start talking, we 50, 60 million, like that's less than 1%. So it's like Black people as a whole community are getting blamed for what a small section of our community is actually doing. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's disingenuous to use the term Black on Black crime when nobody says Native on Native crime, Asian on Asian crime. You get what I'm saying? And these people, again, you have Asians, so all these numbers will actually go up because Asians identify as white. You got Indians that identify as white. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like y'all actually are committing more crimes, just like I would say in the hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can. 2017. See, on average, it's about 5,000 murders. Sometimes I think these numbers is a little skewed, but again, still, when you see white people committing millions of more crimes than everybody combined, and you're saying, okay, so 8 million, and then you got 2 million. That's less than 50%. Like 4 million would be 50%. So we're committing 25% of the crime, but we are 50% of the prison population. That doesn't make any sense, right? That doesn't make any sense. And that's what I was saying on Twitter is that people who was arguing, yeah, but it's y'all only 13% and y'all committing the most murders and it's like that. And you got to aggregate the numbers. Yeah, but what you're not aggregating that still we're overrepresented in the prison population. You could try to twist that shit as much as you want as to say we're doing more crimes per capita, but you're still not saying that white people are committing the most crimes overall, and they're not the overall population in the prison system, which still means there's some type of cheating going on. Do you get what I'm saying? So you can make it look however you want. And then again, what we're not doing is we're not delving into the actual problem, which is, the poverty and the lack of resources is of actually why this is going on in our community. Because I can guarantee you those 5,006,600,026 crimes, right? That's going on in the white community. I can guarantee you that's not in the rich areas. These are coming from the poor, impoverished white people, right? The same with the Asians. You're not going to have rich Asians committing these crimes. These are probably the poor and impoverished Asians. Do you get what I'm saying? So again, poverty breeds crime. So when we're looking at these statistics, no matter what race we're talking about, this is the underbelly of society who's broke and poor and broken. Nobody wants to speak on that part though. Do you get what I'm saying? We just want to look at the numbers and say, yo, y'all doing this more per capita, but you're still only talking about 2 million of 60 million people. Do you get what I'm saying? So again, watch as we get down further, they stop trying to make these numbers with the rape. So that's 12,187. Let me see what they was before. I didn't get to look at that one. Hold on. Oh shit. Hold on, family. That one's 12,571. Why is it like sometimes I be thinking they just be put the same numbers and shit. 2018. See again, 7 million crimes, 2 million by Black people. You still don't have half. This is still not half the numbers, right? Violent crimes, 147,000, right? Still less than half. Actually, we're committing less violent crimes than we are on crimes all in general. You get what I'm saying? So 2 million crimes to 140,000 violent crimes, that still means that like less than half, a lot less than half the crimes, because it would be a million. Half of 2 million is 1 million, right? So you got 146,000 violent crimes. That means majority of the crimes that we're actually committing are nonviolent. And again, we're still 50% of the prison population. And again, white people are still committing. If you add Black people, Native Americans, Asians, Pacific Islanders, if you add that up, 2 million, 160,000, 92,000, and 18,000, that's still less than 5.3 million. That's still less than 5.3 million, which means white people are committing more crimes again than everybody else. All this white on white crime that's happening, you still are less than 50% of the population, and you're committing over, bro, you committing about 75% of the crimes. Look at that. The total number of crimes was 7 million. Y'all committed 5 million. Come on, family. What's going on here? See, because when we start getting into these topics and these issues, people don't want to look at that, right? Again, violent crimes, 129,000. White total crimes is 6.8 million. White crimes is 4.7 million, bro. That's like 70 something percent, 80%. You're committing majority of the crimes. Again, Black people, crime went down. I can guarantee you when these numbers go down, the prison population was higher in 2018 than it was in 2017. Because that's another factor people don't want to talk about, is that this prison system is a moneymaker. And regardless if the numbers are going down, the prison population is still going higher than the previous year, because the previous year was just 7.7 million. See what I'm saying? And white people committed 5 million or something, right? So again, we have these numbers, but Black people are still 50 to 40% of the prison population. They ain't even putting they not even putting Spanish people on here, like, which is crazy. I feel like that's crazy. Was that the last table? Yeah, that was. Oh, yeah, that was the last table. But yeah, so again, man, let me yeah, people have bad faith arguments. I'm gonna show y'all too. Hold on, let me see if I can show y'all. People have some bad faith arguments. Let me see. See, as you look at the arrests for murders, they're higher for Black people than any other demographic. Yes, they are, but that still doesn't negate the fact that we are committing less than half the crimes, 25% of the crime. We're committing 25% of the crimes in this country, and we're 50% of the prison population. White people are committing fucking over 70% of the crimes, and they're less than 50% of the jail population. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. I don't care how y'all niggas try to twist that shit. So I said, these people do this, and they like, hold on, family. Let me get to my John real quick. So now I'm gonna play this. What's the name? Don't forget, family. The FBA rally is in Washington D.C. November 5th. November 5th. at 11 o'clock at the Freedom Plaza. Make sure y'all be there, man. Be there, be square. We're going to be live again. This is what I wanted to talk about. Now, I have broke this down. I said I got denied for Uber Eats, DoorDash, Postmates, Amazon Flex, and every other driving app based on my background check. But illegal immigrants whose whole existence here is illegal is allowed to get that job. My debt to society must be as big as the national debt. Like, for real. When do I stop paying my my debt to society? You feel what I'm saying? Y'all are on here. Illegal aliens, Latinos in New York demand $30 an hour minimum wage. These criminals should not be here. We need mandatory E-Verify so that American jobs can go to American citizens. Now, real talk. Hold on, let me play this.
People think that this is an easy job, but it's not this easy job.
Standing shoulder to shoulder, fists raised in the air, New York's delivery workers have one goal: getting their companies to raise their minimum wage to $30 an hour.
They can do better for all people, especially for those people that are fighting every day. It's a good job and I like it, and I hope they can take a good decision for everybody.
Last year, City Council passed regulation of delivery apps like Grubhub and DoorDash, a step towards better working conditions and pay.
See, it's so funny because they showing black people in these pictures, but the people that's actually out here for this rally and they pumping the fist is all illegal immigrants.
Yes, it's possible. Yes, we can.
You don't see one black person in this crowd. All illegal immigrants. They got a fist up, right? Like it's on some Black Power shit. You stealing our stuff, our movement, our symbols. You feel what I'm saying? And you're using that as a way to galvanize and get what you want in this country. Meanwhile, you're not saying, oh, this is for black and brown. Like, it's not even black people over here. You feel me? The median income or average pay wage for a person in New York City is about, $15 an hour, especially for black people. Black people aren't getting paid that much. So how do y'all come over here illegally and demand $30 an hour? And they say demand on their shirts too. That's a demand. They demanding $30 an hour for y'all to deliver food, right? Whatever. But my whole thing is, how am I getting denied and other people that I was around? Because when I was in Oregon, because bro, that shit was lit. I'm trying to tell you, my friend Quan was making $3,000 a week. When I was getting denied, so I had to use somebody else's account. I ain't gonna even say who I was using, but I had to get certain people, a couple different people, to use their accounts. Bro, I was making like 2 G's a week, and I wasn't even riding that long. Bro, my friend Quan used to ride long. I was like, bro, I'm not doing all that. $2,000 a week is cool for me. You feel me? Because I'm gonna tell you exactly how this went. I was working at Amazon 11 to 7, and then I was working at this company called IFCO, a crate factory, from 8 to 4, right? Yo, literally, and I ain't had no car at the time. I remember Quan came to my crib because he was friends with one of my roommates. Because I was in I just came home from prison, so I was like in this little housing thing. So one of my roommates, because it was about 4 of us in this crib. So one of my roommates was friends with Quan, and Quan was like, man, I just made about $300-400 doing DoorDash. I was like, word? Just driving around, dropping off food and shit? He was like, yeah. So then the next day he said the same thing. He like, bro, I be killing them on this DoorDash joint. Mind you, this is around COVID time. It's like 2020, 2021. So I was like, I'm like, yo, let me see. So he's showing me, he like, bro, I made hella bread. So everything is nothing. He making nothing less than $300 a day. So I'm like, yo, bro, that's like $100,000 a year. I'm like, yo, hold on. Like, you know what I mean? You working every day. That's $100,000 a year. So I said, yo, let me, I said, yo, word is born. So I said, so he let me use his. I was like, yo, I'm about to, I'm going to try that shit. He like, yeah, word. He's like, on Saturday, I got to go somewhere anyway. So you can like use the app. So, I did it. Boom. I made about $300-400. I made $320 something on a Saturday, and on Sunday I'm almost made about 500. I said, man, let me call my people, see if they can get me one of these joints. Do. I got it. Nigga, Monday, it was a wrap, nigga. I quit both of them jobs. I'm over here working 18 hours a day. I mean, 16 hours a day, barely squeezing by, just barely making a fucking $1,000 a week. Like, nah, nigga, you crazy as hell. I can sit in this car, and at the time I was smoking, so I'm like, nigga, I can smoke my bud and drop these people food off. Man, that shit was so easy. I was like, yo. But I'm just saying, the simple fact that I had to go through all that, use other people's stuff, gotta pay them so they can, they can have their little money to, pay their little taxes and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, bro, this is crazy. When I seen this, I'm like, at first it didn't even dawn on me until I just like, I seen somebody else talking about it. And I was like, yo, hold on. These niggas is illegal. Like, their whole existence here in this country is illegal. Like, you're an illegal immigrant, fam. You're an illegal immigrant, which means you don't even belong here. Like, nigga, you can get locked up for just being here. How can Uber Eats and DoorDash approve you and then tell me, after I done paid my debts to society and got out of jail, tell me my criminal background? Meanwhile, your whole existence here is fucking illegal, nigga. Trying to say, let me play the rest of this.
But Los Deliveristas Unidos says the fight isn't over.
We have a lot of expenses, and we want to cover all the expenses and get some money to support our families. Phone, bikes, repairs, meals, weather, every expenses for work. We cover all that from our packets.
Grubhub told us in a statement in part that they are committed to their delivery partners and know that they are absolutely essential to New York City's businesses and communities and are regularly in contact with Los Deliveristas Unidos. DoorDash also sent us a statement saying in part that proposals that significantly increase the cost of delivery could have damaging effects on small businesses and that they will continue to work with policymakers on a reasonable approach to minimum earnings that supports Dashers. Los Deliveristas Unidos was first formed during the height of the pandemic. They say they continue to fight for things like higher pay, the right to use a bathroom on the job, and protective equipment.
You can use a bathroom on the job, nigga, when you go pick the food up. When you go pick the food up, nigga, go use the bathroom. What you talking about? I used to do this. Look at these fists. Look at the Black Power fist. Look at the Black Power fist, family. Yo. They talk about some black and brown coalition, man. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here, bro. Told you, man. Now, when I play my favorite video, it say that they wiping us out. They wiping us out. Hold on, let me see if I can even get to that. They wiping us out. Let me see if I can get to that, John. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe, family. Matter of fact, this is what I'm going to do. I just hope my shit just pop up. Hold on. Hold on, family. Let's go here. Let's go here real quick. Yeah, because I know I just posted that shit. Well, that's another thing. I like the little Kanye West had did a video with Boyce Watkins. I guess they was talking on the phone. That was a nice little conversation that Boyce Watkins did post. Oh, right here. Here's my video.
Conduct a hearing.
There we go.
I had asked the Civil Rights Commission to conduct a hearing on this, and there were at least 3 hearings that we conducted, one of which was designed specifically to determine the effect of illegal immigration on black workers. We had a panel of experts who testified, and they spanned the ideological spectrum. Regardless of whether or not they disagreed on discrete policy issues, each and every one of them agreed that illegal immigration has a decidedly negative impact on black wage levels and employment levels. If you've got a significant influx of low wage labor, what does it do? It depresses wage levels, correct? And what we found also was, regardless of the wage levels, illegal immigrants displaced black workers in areas that had traditionally been populated by black workers. And the reason for that is because what you find is black workers, particularly black males, are disproportionately concentrated in the low wage labor market and are disproportionately likely to have no more than a high school diploma. And the same is true for the cohort of illegal aliens, and they compete with one another in areas such as construction, hospitality, service, and agriculture. This was not a small displacement either. We had one witness who testified that after he had run the numbers, he found that 40% of the decline in labor participation rates among black workers over 3 decades was attributable to competition from illegal immigration. It comes to nearly 1 million fewer jobs for black Americans as a result of the competition from illegal immigrants. And it's not just the employment levels, it's the wage levels also. And I can only give you a few examples, but we had evidence from the Fed in Atlanta, which did a study on this, to show that illegal immigrants depressed wages. The competition from illegal immigrants depressed wages by $960 on average, but in certain sectors, such as the hospitality industry, the depression of wage levels was $1,560. And because black workers were disproportionately concentrated in those areas, they were disproportionately.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, family? Disproportionate. We won't get out of there. See? So this stuff is real, family. They are replacing us. You guys are voting for your demise. I had said that on Facebook too. You voting for your demise because at the end of the day, when you voting for these Democrats, and I'm not telling you that you have to vote Republican. I'm just saying weaponize your vote. Go for people who have your best interest at heart. Vote for policy, not personality. You voting for policy, not personality. Because when somebody says, oh, immigration, we letting in immigrants, you thinking that that's helpful. Oh, yeah, because we the black and brown coalition, and then these people who come over here, these immigrants who come over here, don't even rock with you. And it ain't even just the Spanish ones. It's not even just the Indian ones. Sometimes it's some of these African ones ain't rocking with us either. Not all of them, but some of them. That goes for, pretty much everybody, because we got some Spanish people who rock with us, right? We got some Indians who rock with us. But for the most part, for the majority, they don't rock with us. And you've seen that in that video that I showed you on Twitter of them demanding that $30. They using the black power fist, but you ain't got one black person out there with you. Like black people ain't out there doing Grubhub and DoorDash and Uber Eats and all of that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all didn't bring none of them with you. You only brought your people with you because you want your people to get with you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really fighting for everybody, you're going to bring everybody out there. You get what I mean? Come on, bro. These groups be out for self. It ain't no black and brown coalition when it come down to it. You feel what I'm saying? Where's the black and brown? You using the black power fist, but you ain't got no black people out there. What kind of craziness is that? You see what I'm saying? This is the type of stuff that go on, and then we supposed to use that black and brown coalition. You using our whole black power fist, dog, to get what you want, and you ain't got one black person out there, dog. It's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy for real. So listen, family. I just wanted to make this video, definitely to speak on that black on black crime, because we got to stop letting them use that. We got to stop voting for our demise. It's a lot of stuff, family. We got to start putting stuff into application too, man. We got to start making sure that we doing stuff. That's why, matter of fact, I'm going to play that shit, dog. I'm going to play that. I'm definitely going to play that, John. Hold on 1 second. Let me share my screen. Nah, real shit. Did I share it? I ain't even share it. Hold on. I'm going to play that, John, because I want y'all to see. Listen to Boyce Watkins and Kanye West talk to each other. again, shout out to everybody who support the channel, man. Shout out to everybody who be hitting the Cash App and oh man, John Travolta, what's going on, man? All this gay shit you got going on, man. Hold up. Let me get the Boyce Watkins. Here we go. Excuse me if it's a commercial. I already kind of knew.
I just can't believe it.
I already kind of knew it was going to be a commercial. That's what I'm saying, man. All this stuff be propaganda too. That whole both sides is crazy.
So, but we got the people right here, like Dr. Boyce. He got 1,000 teachers on speed dial. He know the black farmers on speed dial. We need the black construction workers, not just the Mexicans. The Mexicans cool, but we got black people out here with no job during the Biden administration. I didn't say administration.
Right. Okay. So basically, you know, I think that if we're doing something, I think that people want that clarity. I think we can start with that statement you sent me, build off of that, and then in fact, actually, I think that even talking about it like sooner rather than later, even if it's like virtually, you know, would work. You know what I mean? You know, so I like what you're saying. I think that I just asked, like, if you're talking about talking publicly, I'm thinking something real clear and very, you know, pro, you know, like what the things that you love and what you're going to build off of. I think it's a good way to go.
All right, okay, we got it. This is meant to be. Look, Nori, look at how God is using us right now. If we didn't go through this turmoil, we couldn't have came together for this. And what you're saying about all political parties, the way you worded, yes, all political parties, that's fine, because we have a new political party today. We have a new political party today that is ensuring that no matter who gets into office, the black vote is collective. The black dollar is a collective. The black vote is a collective. The black curriculum is a collective. The black food is a collective. We need to monitor. You know how they have the shit on the side of the restaurants and Boyce, I don't know if you're recording, but I asked you to record. I was very serious about it.
Yeah, so again, shout out to Dr. Boyce Watkins for you know, linking up with Kanye. Or shout out for Kanye that was linking up with Boyce Watkins, and I can tell that they got something big that they about to do, and you know, I encourage it, and you know, that's what I'm saying. That's why at the end of the day, I'm respecting him, and he listens to Dr. Claude Anderson. That's where he's getting his ideas from, and that's why I think that's why he truly wants to work with Dr. Boyce Watkins, because again, he's trying to, I believe he's trying to build a Black Wall Street. So again, shout out to them, and that's what we got to start doing, man. We got to start linking up with each other, putting things, putting shit to the pavement, man. Letting that rubber hit the pavement and really go. And, you know, talking is cool because we do still got to not convince people, but we still do got to put the information out there. We still do got to, you know, teach our people, because a lot of people, our people are lost. A lot of people don't, you know, understand certain things. Like, again, a lot of them people who was going back and forth with the black on black crime stuff was, because I remember dude was like, I did a quick Google search, and he was saying that the brother Marcel, and I ain't see the stats you talking about, and he said look it up on the FBI, but I already had those stats because that's what I do, right? I'm into that whole prison, y'all finessing us, so I already had those stats from the FBI. I'm actually putting them same pictures you seen right there. I'm putting those in my book to show, you know what I mean, show and prove on what's really going on. So it was black people that was arguing against this. It wasn't white people in the comments. Some of them might have been white people on some old burner accounts acting like they black people. But for the most part, it's black people that was liking these people saying, yo, yeah, but black people per capita is doing the most crime. Like, so who cares? Even if we are doing the most crime, dog, we have the most propaganda against this. You're pushing all this negative music in our ears on a daily basis, and that's all propaganda. They literally promote all that drug dealing, drug use, killing each other. They promote that purposely in our music, and if you're not on that type of time, they don't want to give you no record deal. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just like a lot of these people, like, you know, Dirt, all these people, like, bro, you're put in that position. What's his name? What's the little snitch boy name? I can't even think of his name, but all the little colorful hair and stuff. 6ix9ine, right? They putting all these people in position. You putting these people here. These niggas is whack as hell. You really listen to these people. I don't really like Dirk's music. He can't rap to me, to be honest. That's just my personal opinion. That's just my personal opinion. Y'all might like his music or think he can rap. I just personally don't think he can rap. Like, and I'm gonna give y'all somebody who, you know, he definitely talks about that, you know, underbelly shit. He's a Spanish rapper, but actually that's one of my favorite rappers, right? He talked that, you know, that street talk. But again, what I like about him is his metaphors, his creativity of how he rhymes and puts stuff together. But again, he burnt his he was beefing with the wrong people in the industry, which, you know, now he can't get the recognition and notoriety that he deserved because he nice as hell. King Los is way better than Dirk and 6ix9ine and Migos and all these people. He way better, and he talked that high level spirituality stuff. You feel what I'm saying? But he not going to get the recognition that these other rappers is getting because he's talking positive. He's talking positive. Watch this, family. I ain't even going to play none of his music, but I just want to show you something real quick. Watch this. Watch this, family. Just watch this real quick. Look, he got an album called More Bars, where he got the more with, come on, dog, this is all positive. You look at, and if you listen to this stuff, stay focused. Like, when you listen to this stuff, he got this song called Go Green, where he talk about eating vegan and stuff like that. And I'm trying to tell you, it's hard too. It ain't no basic cat in the hat rhymes either. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he talks positive stuff. He's not going to get the same recognition as a Dirk and all these people who they like, yo, I'm the hottest. I'm the hottest. You really not the hottest. You just the person that they put out there. You feel me? Because it's people that'll wrap circles around you. It's people that are, King Los will wrap circles around you, fam. He the type of person, they just be throwing out words and he be making it make sense. He get the flowing and just add that shit right in on the top of his head, and it makes sense. It ain't even like it don't make sense, because some people just be using words and they just be all over the place with the rhyme. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's just like, yo, again, you're putting all of these people in place and you're pushing all this negative narrative, which is making us you know, do some of the things that we doing. You're promoting heavy drug use, drug dealing. This is why when people listen to that music now instead of getting a job, you want to, you know what I mean? You want the fast come up. You feel me? Because it's hard to come up with a job with $20 an hour and you got kids and bills. You can't floss the same way a nigga who's selling drugs is flossing. You feel what I'm saying? So like when we talking about that, and we, you know, and you putting all of this into perspective, it's a reason why Black people are committing more crimes than other races per capita. Because again, white people are still committing the most crimes. And so I remember the one person say, yeah, but Spanish people is getting, nah, dog, you can try that. You can try that, but white people are majority of the population. They're majority in almost every state, even the states where you think is a whole bunch of Black people, like Chocolate City and Maryland and what you call that, like Atlanta and all that stuff. White people are still the majority, like regardless. Black people might be in the 40%, but white people are still the majority. So at the end of the day, like again, dog, because I've been in Oregon where it's like 90-something% white people. The next demographic that's next to white people with the highest demographic in Oregon is Asians, and they're 5%. Yeah. And I've seen it with firsthand, dog. I've seen it firsthand. Y'all committing crimes like crazy, right? Y'all doing all the same type of crimes. Niggas, motherfuckers getting shot all the time. People getting killed. People getting raped. You feel what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of theft crime out there. Y'all got 6 kids with 5 baby mothers. Nigga, don't try to just push all this goofy underbelly life on black people. Don't try to just do that, bro, because I done seen it firsthand. You ain't gonna tell me. That's just one state. And it goes down. Like, we ain't gonna talk about Philadelphia with Kensington. Kensington is where a lot of white people live at in Philly. That's where a lot of white boys live. That's where a lot of don't try to talk like we are the only underbelly of the society, nigga. We not even the majority of the underbelly of society, because again, poverty breeds crime, and there's more poor white people than black people. There's more white people on food stamps and Section 8 than black people. Like, let's not go there. Yo, there's a county in Kentucky who has the most, like 90-something% of the town is on food stamps. Nigga, let's not do that. That you can't find one black area where 90% of the town is on food stamps, fam. You feel me? Hold on, family, because I don't want y'all to think a nigga just making shit up. I don't like that. Hold up. I don't even know why I did that. I could have just Googled it. Hold up. Highest use of food stamps. They saying it's New Mexico. Hold on. I can't find it. I'm gonna find it for y'all though, dog. I promise you. And the next time I get on here, and the next time I get on here, I'm gonna show you. Because I'm telling you, they had that shit, and it showed, because they had a big case. They had a big case of it's in Kentucky. I know it's in Kentucky. I promise you that shit is in Kentucky. And I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna show y'all. But Kentucky is a little town in Kentucky that's all white. And 90% of them people that's in that town is on food stamps, dog. And I'm trying to tell you, if you ever look at where they have rings, people getting caught in food stamp or like, EBT, like rings and shit like that, man, that should be white people, dog. Trying to tell you. Quick Google search, it get you. But family, thank y'all for being here with me today, man. I appreciate your time. I appreciate y'all, hitting the like button, getting in the comment section, because all this gets the algorithm popping. Whether you disliking it, liking it, but of course I'd rather you like it. But that gets the algorithm popping, putting comments in the videos, and I like engaging with y'all, because y'all usually pretty much always have a good perspective. When I started getting that one video that got like 14,000 views out of the rap thing, people was talking crazy. And so I still tried to engage with her, because it's almost like 400 or 500 comments in that video, the hip hop video or whatever. But again, watch this. When I was talking about hip hop, it was a little bit divisive. That video got views. You see what I'm saying? When I talk about Powernomics and I talk about Dr. Claude Anderson, you look at how many views that joint got. That shit got about 20, 30 views. You see what I'm saying? Anytime we're talking about positivity don't fly. Because again, this is orchestrated. You don't want that algorithm to pop when we're talking about positivity, because you don't want to get that message out there. Now, if I came on here banging on Boyce Watkins, banging on Tariq Nasheed, banging on, you feel what I'm saying? If I just start banging on black people, Professor Black and all these people, if I just start going in on them, yo, they frauds, yo, they this, yo, they that. And I'm not saying that they are, because they not, right? But I'm just saying if I did that, right, this shit would go crazy. I would be getting hits like a mug. I'd be getting all these new subscribers and things like that, because people like again, you got the dude Lenore Connor or whatever the hell his name is. He talk about Dr. Umar like every video, and any video he not talking about Dr. Umar, them views be low. I'm talking about low. You get what I'm saying? Because again, people want the controversy, and now that his channel is monetized, he making money off of talking about Dr. Umar. So why would he stop? Feel what I'm saying? Same with Kevin Samuels. He was talking about relationships. You know what I mean? He was getting on black men a little bit. And then next thing you know, he got on some black women. That shit went up. Come on, as soon as you seen it, as soon as he starts seeing that, okay, I'm about to start having black women call up here and just start talking down on them and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? And it's not even that he was talking real. He was just saying it, and, you know, he could have had a different delivery or whatever. But, you know, at the end of the day, a lot of black women was watching. I'm going to tell you right now, that was most of the people watching him, dog. That was most of the people subscribing to him. You feel what I'm saying? You know, they probably marked his numbers up a little bit because, again, you talking down that they feel like you talking down on black women, and black women is being mad. You telling them, oh, you're going to die single. You're going to die alone. And you feel what I'm saying? You don't deserve no high quality man because you ain't high quality yourself. Like, come on, dog. That's all negative when you think about it. You feel what I'm saying? It's kind of putting somebody down to an extent, right? Regardless of whether it's true, you know what I mean? You putting somebody down, right? So again, that algorithm started popping for him. So again, man, y'all have to support the positive, the people in the community that's trying to come with solutions, the people in the community that's coming with positive energy, trying to, like, again, when I spoke on the takeoff thing, I'm getting into, you know, I'm not mad at him, but I'm just saying, I'm trying to take it to a learning thing. Like, why are we delving in niggatry when we that rich? What's the point of that? Like, what's the point of talking about gambling with some niggas that don't got nowhere near as much money from you? The only person that can win in that situation is them. And why would you want to gamble and take a nigga money that don't really got no bread? Think about that. Like, since say Quavo was busting his ass in the dice game, why are you trying to take some person's bread that don't got that much bread? Who was you shooting dice? You wasn't shooting dice with Jay Prince. So, like, what's going on here? You feel what I'm saying? What's going on here for real? Like, family, we just got to get out that niggatry stuff. Like I told you, I think I showed a video with Fetty Wap, and he was on what's his name, man? DJ Academics channel, and he talking about, man, at one point I was making $100,000 a day. Like, nigga, that's $3.1 million a month. The hell you doing with all this cocaine and bricks? Like, nigga, you got to be a straight up retard, like a retard, nigga. I just told somebody today, I said, let's just say his money started getting funny, right? Your money getting funny. But and when he was talking about how he was making all that bread, he's like, I own 30% of this business. I own 30% of this business. I own 20%, 10%. He was just going on and on. I'm like, okay, so the nigga was doing something with his bread, right? I own this property over here, this property. Let's just say stuff was going left, right? Let's just say now, instead of making $3.1 million a month, let's just say you was down to $100,000 a month. That's a big dramatic drop. But that's still a lot of goddamn money, nigga. What? $100,000 a month? In 4 weeks, 30 days, you making $100,000 every 30 days? Mind you, this nigga was saying he was making $100,000 a day. a day. Like, yo, I was paying $10,000 a month car insurance on cars I wasn't even driving. I had to start cutting back on stuff. Like, fam. And again, another reason you might have been starting to sell drugs because the shit was getting low and you was used to that 3.1 million every month. And now it's going down and down and down and down and down. And you just feel like you got to keep maintaining this. So, yo, let me get some drugs. Like, nah, doggy. Man, you got motherfuckers out here ain't making $4,000 a month, my nigga. A month, not a day, not a week. You got people out here making $4,000 a month, dog. You bugging. And these niggas ain't even going to the street. Like, yo, let me try to hit the block. Like, nah, dog. I don't give a fuck. Ain't a person in this world can convince me to sell some drugs, dog. It's not a person on this planet convince me to sell some drugs, bro. I'll go work at McDonald's morning shift, and I'll be working at Taco Bell at night shift, nigga, before I go hustling and you send my black ass to jail. You crazy as hell, fam. You crazy as hell. But fam, peace to y'all, man. I appreciate you again. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button, the share button, and the notification bell. And be easy, family, man. Stay safe out there. Make sure you only dealing with people that are uplifting to your spirit. You know what I mean? Stay on positive energy. People on some negative shit, just stay away from, bro. I don't even be kicking it with anybody that wants to argue, anybody that wants to, you know, be on some negative type time. I don't want to do it. I don't even want to do it. But, man, y'all stay safe. Y'all be easy out there, man. Peace and love. And I love all of my subscribers. I love all of my people that support me. I love y'all, man. I appreciate everything y'all